What is up, YouTube? HPJ here, and I'm pretty sure many of you are very excited to have seen me update with Sky Strikers. That's right, the North American World qualifying winning archetyped deck, Sky Striker, which congratulations, woo! Not the same build because I ain't net decking. I don't do that. That's weird. And I was really excited to just drop another version of it. I think I will just explain more things later on in the video. I just really want to just put Sky Striker here on my channel once again, and it's been a good amount of time since the last video, which I think was probably about a couple of months ago, once the actual structure deck came out for the, what was it, Legendary Modern Decks 2026. So, yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and go through this. Starting off with the monsters, very small monster count. 3 copies of Starshaker Ace Ray, followed by 1 copy of Starshaker Ace Rose, 2 copies of Drone and Lockbird, and then 3 copies of Ash Blossom in Joyous Spring. And that's it. That is all of my monsters. For my spell cards, we are looking at the Starshaker spells. 3 copies of Starshaker Mobilize Engage, with 3 copies of Linkage, 3 copies of Widow Anchor, 2 copies of Luminous Gate, 2 copies of Shark Cannon, a Hornet Drone, and a multi-roll. For my non-striker spells and spell cards, I am running 3 copies of Assault Goblin, 3 copies of Forbidden Droplet, 3 copies of Radiant Typhoon Vision, then 2 copies of Triple Tactics Thrust, 1 copy of Triple Tactics Talent, a Rhoda, a Crossout, a Callby, and an MST. And that's it. That is literally all of my spell cards for this deck. This is a total of 40 cards within the main, the extra, all together. Alright, from there, let's go into the extra deck, where I'm running 3 copies of Starshaker Ace Zero, 3 copies of Starshaker Ace Kagari, 1, oh, I'm sorry, let me do this in elemental order, 1 Shizuku, 1 Hayate, 1 Kaina, 1 Zeke, 1 Camilla, 1 Azalea, 1 Winnie, 1 Celine, and 1 access code talker. And that's it. That's all 15 of my cards. So what is up with this deck? You've probably seen that there has been very little changed. Why? Because I think the deck's consistency is pretty much the same since the last time I did this video. I do not have the Fallen and the Virtuous, which I think a lot of people are probably going to ask me, you know, where is this card? Where is this card? Well, I do not have this card, or more so, I do not have that set of cards. And in addition to that, I really just wanted to focus on Striker being my main focus. So if you do want to run the Fallen and the Virtuous, the quick play spell, you are more than welcome to. It probably would give you different variations of Striker that you probably have never played and want to. I just have no interest in it. But if that is something you feel is a better build for you, then you're more than welcome to. I know the World's Variation did something different, which congratulations to that player. But that is their deck, their preference, and how they wanted to do things. I am not doing those things, and that is okay. One of the bigger issues that I did want to bring up is my extra deck, because there are so many different variations of extra deck cards for Sky Striker that I wanted to put into my deck. I just unfortunately did not do such. Primarily because I wanted to focus on control, but the aspects of it are completely different depending on who is playing said deck. One thing was the Charmers, and that's simply because I wanted to run more than just Winnie. Hita would probably be the next option because people are running Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. There are people who are running, what is it, the other male Charmies, Poo Meow and Purulia, the water one. But that also is depending on if they're running those cards as well, or if they're running those particular attributes of Earth and Light. So no, earth and water. I'm sorry, which would also mean that area would be a use, Usa would be a use, and then maybe possibly Dirk and Lena, depending on what the other attribute of those particular decks are. Because mainly the reason why I run the Charmers is so that I can link climb into into Celine, and then I can use Celine with access code talker, which is more so of just trying to go in for a game. Now, this deck itself can easily do that with a lot of the combo pieces that it has access to, especially with stuff like Shark Cannon and Widow Anchor to steal your opponent's monsters and then benefit from those monsters being on your field and using them to link climb or to link summon other monsters that you would need. So it is very much so a deck that is constructed on multiple combos and multiple aspects of how to accomplish those combos. Even so, the build I have constructed is only really just focusing on what I guess would be considered a basic lineup of Sky Striker, and that's perfectly fine. So if there are competitive variants that you are looking forward to, I would suggest looking into those other channels. Because I ain't, and I got the time for it. The other thing that I do want to point out was the Sky Striker link monsters, because I have been questioning using some of them, like Prototype Sky Striker, Ace, Amatsu, and even Engage Zero, simply just because I wanted to have access to more Sky Striker names in the graveyard for other Sky Striker abilities. But I didn't want to rush too much into this, and I kind of wanted to wait things out. So yeah, that is kind of where I stand in terms of it. But there was just that whole thing of the extra deck is very small. I don't have too many options. Most of the striker cards that I do want to keep, I want to still keep for usage. The only two I really just don't have a need for, and I kind of would put to the side, is Camilla and Azalea, because why I feel like Camilla would probably be the one we'd use the most of, and we have been waiting for a long period of time. Azalea just sits there, and I don't know why, because she has advantages, but it's just like, if I want the extra deck space, I probably would give those two up just to fit in some other cards that probably give me more usage. But yeah, that kind of just tends to be the thing. So that's pretty much it, guys. I didn't want to go too deep into this video because I think I said enough for it, and the attention spans of most of my viewers are probably already given up by the time we went through half of this video anyway. So there will be another Treasure Maker Ace update, but it probably won't be to either September or October, in which I will have more time to work on things. I do appreciate you guys coming by and watching this video, because it of course helps me out tremendously. And I just want to say thank you to all of you for your support. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget that you can like, comment, share, and subscribe, which helps out the channel much more. Get the notification bells hit the notification bell so you're informed of when I upload more of my content. And my socials are all in that link in bio link below, as well as the Puzzling Dragons code, friend codes. So with that said and done, thank you guys so much for your support and watching. I really appreciate it. And with that said, HBJ signing out.